How many times have we all had this problem? You need to wash your hands and the soap dispenser is all but empty. You're in a rush, and so instead of doing whatever you can to get the last bit of the soap, you end up throwing it away, the entire thing, and replacing it with a new one. It may be a split-second decision for us, but the damage it causes will last a lot longer than that.
As it turns out, liquid soap contains triclosan, sodium lauryl sulfate, cocamide DEA, and cocamide MEA. Triclosan prevents algae and river ecosystems from photosynthesizing. Sodium lauryl sulfate can be contaminated with chemicals such as 1,4-dioxane and ethylene oxide, which, according to the EPA, are classified as probable human carcinogens and toxic to wildlife.
Now, let's go on a thought experiment. Imagine a typical soap dispenser holds about 350 milliliters of soap. Now, let's say a typical dispenser pumps 0.5 milliliters of soap each time. Now, imagine that an average person washes their hands in their own bathroom 3 times a day. With a population of Canada at 35 million, that would mean 150,000 dispensers are emptied daily. Each one has even 1 milliliter left. That would mean 150 liters of soap are being released into the environment each day.
So that's the problem, and here's how we want to solve it. Our design team has worked tirelessly for the past weeks designing and collaborating with other design teams to come up with a soap dispenser that drastically reduces the soap that will be left at the bottom of the container. We saw that all dispensers on the market today have a flat bottom, and as a result there will always be some amount of soap left over. We couldn't believe that such a wasteful shape was the current standard. So we decided to change it. Instead of a flat bottom, our design uses an inclined surface which causes all the soap to go to one side. The pump will then go on that side, which means the amount of soap that our design leaves behind is reduced immensely. Allow us to demonstrate.
So here we have two things, the classic design and the prototype shape of our design. As you can see, the bottom of our design is slanted, so all the soap is going to one side. We're going to dispense as much soap out of each design as possible and see which one leaves the most in the end. You can see that the classic design seems to leave a significant amount in the bottom of the container, whereas our design has much less. After 20 minutes, you can clearly see the amount of soap that the classic design is leaving.
Once you take into account the hundreds of thousands of dispensers used daily, the amount of soap that we could save and the difference that we could make is tremendous.
So if you're the kind of person who wants to make a difference, or even just someone who cares, join us, because it's amazing how sometimes the smallest change can make the greatest difference.